But I do know one thing though. It's so cold. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Ken got alive. What's up, Bella, Nikki, and then Kristen. I like that name. I can't pronounce it. Somebody said morning. What's up, One Dab and Mary? How you guys doing? I picked this up from a little corner store, and I really like it because I actually like turquoise in color a little bit, but I like peace. So as soon as I saw the piece, I'm like, it stand out. I'll wear it in my little videos, man. So I always preach. The only sign I taught my sons, if you see my sons in the picture, they like, that's what we all trying to find, peace. Well, we're doing working from home. Yeah, everybody working from home. Working from home as well too. While I can, you know what I'm saying? I'm working from home part time because of the economy we live in. I got cut to part time, so that's that. I just want to go over, man, because like, can you see me, John? Yes, I can see you, Carolina. I can see all of you guys. Let me know if the volume sound crazy. I'm using the AirPod Pros, so I don't know, y'all. Let me know if I sound okay. But yeah, man. Um, I noticed fairly early on. Not even I don't even want to say debating, but when you're talking to people and passion is involved, people have an idea, and that sometimes the idea they have is so strong they view you as everybody else they've ever had a disagreement with on that same topic, so they are already preset ready to hit you with certain things even if you don't feel that certain way. For instance, if somebody believes that Ahmaud Arbery lost his life for no reason, you can say anything, any kind of fact. If it if it's not a fact that they feel supports Ahmaud Arbery, they're going to look at you as that you support the other side. And so all the stuff that I said to somebody prior, I'm going to say about you. I'll give you an example. If I say that the McMichaels truck was not in the center of the road, but it was on the right side of the road to the right of the center line when the truck stopped, someone who passionately, strongly feels that Ahmaud Arbery lost his life for no reason, even though they know that what I'm saying is a fact, that they can go watch a video and verify that what I said is a fact. They don't care. They're so passionately wrapped up into this that they're upset. So they want to spew anything bad about the McMichaels as if I'm the McMichaels defense attorney, as if I like the McMichaels father and son duo, as if I'm their buddy, as if I'm put on YouTube to defend every single action of the McMichaels. But all I said is a fact. The truck was literally on the right side of the road. We can't have a conversation if you do people like that. If you're not willing to hear and keep an open mind, especially when we're dealing with facts. I have so many people who don't like the facts I said in my video, that they coming to me saying stuff that they can go look at for themselves. And I got so many people using a fallacy called fallacy of authority. Fallacy of authority is when you look at someone's job title and you use their job title as a defense for an argument. For instance, I give you an example before I give you the real occurrence. When you're doing the fallacy of authority, they'll come to me and I may say, hey man, you can cut down on eating some fats, eat more fruits and vegetables, and that may help you lose weight. The fallacy would be of authority. Someone comes in and says, well, my friend is a doctor. So since my friend is a doctor, they saying that you not gonna lose weight if you cut down on eating fats and eat fruits and vegetables. You didn't do anything to dispute my claim about fruits and vegetables. The only thing you said was that your friend had a job title. So because they have this job title, that fallacy comes from common sense, right? It's common sense. You think that if someone is in a career field that they may know something about a topic, but it doesn't exclude for you to stop looking at research for yourself and for them to have an argument against what the other person is saying. So here's a real life occurrence of that. I say for a citizen's arrest in the state of Georgia, you do not have to physically see the crime that occurs. I am factually right. You can go look at it. I put the law down there. There's two, not one, but two. You should see the crime, and then the state of Georgia says or. Or doesn't mean both. It doesn't mean you need to see the crime and add the second occurrence on. It means one or the other. So you need to see the crime, or it needs to happen in an immediate vicinity. Immediate being open to suggestion. So I'm factually correct, even if you go watch another YouTuber that's a lawyer in another state. You can't get around facts. So this means if if Ahmaud Arbery ran out of that house at around 1:08 to 1:09 p.m. and he's deceased at 1:15 p.m., that is a clear-cut example of that this occurred in the immediate vicinity. If he ran out of the house full speed towards the McMichael's house, he ran towards the house and the father saw him. This is a clear-cut example. This could open up grounds for a citizen's arrest. This is when people get triggered. They'll hear me say that, and they'll think that I like the McMichaels. They'll think that I think that they should have killed this young man for no reason at all. Even though I say in my video this is a senseless crime. Even though my video goes off with words at the end of my video saying that this is stupid, this is crazy, this should not have happened. They don't care because they're triggered emotionally inside because I stated a fact that appears to go against Mr. Aubrey. Uh, you guys got to be open to have a conversation because I don't think a lot of y'all got what my video was about. My video may have been titled racism, but all I'm trying to do is get two people on opposing sides to have so much passion about a guy losing his life for no reason at all that they look at the real culprit, and the real culprit are the laws created in Georgia. If you do not do your research and you go out here and you say, um, man, they didn't follow these laws, then these cricket laws stay. But if I get you to see that they followed these laws to a T, and them following the laws opened them to kill this kid, then your brain will be in a perfect place to want to fight to change these laws. But you can't do that if you see me as the enemy because you're sad that uh, Ahmaud Arbery lost his life when I'm too sad that Ahmaud Arbery lost his life. You can't come to me and tell me that a lawyer on another YouTube page told y'all that the house under construction is not a dwelling, so therefore it can't be a burglary. When the law, when the Georgia burglary law, I posted it on my page. I posted it from an attorney in the state of Georgia, an attorney in the state of Georgia, the state that I grew up in, where it says a dwelling is occupied, unoccupied, vacant, or not private property. When something is not private, then you can't burglarize it. I ain't make this up. This is the law for Georgia. That still don't mean that I think that he deserves to lose his life. I'm just telling y'all facts. That's all I'm just telling you facts. You I got called I got told that I don't care about black people. You see my videos? I got called. I said because they said in my comment section, because I'm not sleeping with a black woman. That's why I don't care about Ahmaud Arbery. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Yeah, in my comment section. These are the kind of comments that I get. Someone said he may have trespassed, committed no felony crime. So here we go, an example of facts. Here's just facts. I'm not against Kenya Cart because I hear people saying that. Please go look up the definition of burglary in Georgia. That's all I ask. The definition of burglary in Georgia, you can leave a property without taking anything and it still can be a felony burglary. Do you know how? It depends if you are stopped in the act. If you didn't take anything because you were stopped in the act, that means you're going to go steal something on a property you're not supposed to be on, someone's private property. But the person comes home from work and say, hey, what are you doing here? You run away. That's a felony burglary. You didn't take anything. You don't have to believe me. Go look up the law. So what do we know from the tape that we saw? Ahmaud Arbery was inside of the home he should not have been in. Ahmaud Arbery ran full speed out of the house when the neighbor across the street yelled at him when he was on the phone with 911. And this is where I gotta be specific with my words. What I'm saying to you, I'm not saying that Ahmaud Arbery committed a felony. I'm saying that that's grounds that is open for an interpretation for. Is that not open for an interpretation? So that's why I said that in my video. In my video, I said the biggest argument someone can make would be between the definition of trespassing and burglary. How can you say that there's not a case for burglary if he's inside of a dwelling he's not supposed to be in? Stopped in the middle of the road, he's looking around, and he ran out full speed when he heard the neighbor. That's open grounds for trespassing, open grounds for burglary. If you don't like that, you don't like Georgia's law. Then you agree with what I'm saying. I'm trying to get you to hate the freaking law so we can fight to make changes for these ambiguous laws. I'm not trying to get you to say that I believe something that a person did that you don't agree with. I'm trying to get you to hate these laws. If you don't hate these laws, it's going to happen again. This is why I'm trying to show you that your anger is misplaced when you try to put your anger on me. If you don't hate these laws, it's going to happen again. I didn't make these laws. You're not going to tell me it's not interpretation uh, that they had grounds for a citizen's arrest when they had grounds for a citizen's arrest. They had grounds for a citizen's arrest because of a stupid law. Duty Run is live. He opened his live saying inaccuracies. Duty Run is a former police detective that I respect and I want to do a video with. Just because I respect him and want to do a video with him, I can still say when he's incorrect. He opened his live, and the first thing he Duty Run said was, these guys were racist, and these guys bothered to track this kid down who was just jogging. This kid wasn't just jogging. Doesn't mean that I think he should be dead, but it ain't the truth. He was walking down the street. He stopped in the street. He looked inside of a property. He looked this way. He ran in the property. The neighbor called the cop. The neighbor yelled at him. He ran full speed away from whether if you want to debate the crime of trespassing or the crime of burglary. He ran because he committed a crime. That's not an innocent kid jogging. I'm them facts, man. Don't get mad about me over no facts. Like, I didn't make these laws. I don't like these laws. I just feel a different approach to making people passionately care about these laws is to show the flaws in these laws. You know what I think? I think the same thing I said at the end of my video that people keep ignoring unless maybe they just jump to give their opinion without watching my full video. I think that the only time we should be able to be allowed to make a citizen's arrest is if someone's life is in danger. So if I'm standing right here, some dudes run out of a house right there and they stealing. I see it. I remember what clothes they got on. I remember everything to tell the police. I'm not gonna run out here with a gun and try to arrest these people because you open yourself for a lot of terrible things that can happen with someone incorrectly losing their life and somebody else going to the prison when you should just leave it to the authorities anyway. But if these same people is running out of this house and they go attack the old lady next door so they can get, you know what I'm saying? I want to go help. I'm not gonna let nobody beat up no old lady or whatever. I want to go make a citizen's arrest at that point because somebody's life is in danger. That's all. But y'all gotta chill, man. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all got me sitting up here like, why everything negative they coming about the McMichaels they putting on me? Like I'm friends with the McMichaels. Like they're my homeboys. They're my buddies. Don't worry, McMichaels. I got y'all. Got I'm black. I'm a black man, so don't worry. I'm gonna make a video. Ain't gonna make y'all look good because I'm. You know what I'm saying? They stalked them down and they shot him for no reason. They should not have shot him. Let me open with that. With me saying that they should not have shot him, I can't sit up here looking at that tape and say that they stalked him down and went after him to shoot him. Nope, they went after him. The car stopped on the right side of the road. Travis McMichael got out and walked to the left side. I'm saying that because that's what happened on the tape. He walked to the left side. Ahmaud Arbery ran to the right side. The reason Ahmaud Arbery did not keep running away from them is because of the tortoise and the hare example I gave in my video. Even though you may feel that I should keep running, he's not gonna shoot me in the back. We as black men that grew up in the South, we don't share that confidence. If you go look at my opening video to a Tatiana, right when the video opens, you don't even gotta watch the first thing. The video opens with a man running away, the police shooting the man in the back multiple times, the police going and planting evidence right on him, not even knowing a camera is watching. Planted evidence on him. That's what the mindset we as black men have. So we not gonna run because I know what Ahmad is thinking. Ahmad is thinking on the right side of this truck, I'm cool. Travis on the left side. But when I run a little bit in front of this truck, he gonna shoot me in my back. So since he gonna shoot me in my back, I'm gonna go try to get the gun from him. He didn't try to go get the gun from him for being brave. He went and tried to get the gun from Travis for being afraid. It wasn't bravery, it was fear. I have no choice but to try to get close enough so the shotgun won't shoot me. This is the better option than being wide open where he got a clear shot. So that fear. What did I say in my video? In my video, I said once he touched the gun, they tussle from it. They both were pretty much protected by stand your ground law. Travis is gonna say this guy who committed a trespassing or burglary, grounds for both if you look at the ambiguous laws in the state of Georgia, is running towards me and he's grabbing my weapon that I can legally have in Georgia because in the state of Georgia, if you have a loaded shotgun, you have to have it out publicly. Nothing on the video ever showed that he pointed the gun to him like other YouTubers said. He never pointed that gun aimed at him. He was moving away. Ahmad was running towards him. They both touched, they both tussle, stand your ground. So when I see a video saying that, I can't go out and say they hunted him down and shot him. I'm just going off facts. I'm not taking up for the McMichaels. I can't take up for him because I think that they killed him for no reason. I think that it was unnecessary. I'm going off the video that I saw in relation to the messed up laws in the state of Georgia. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. That's what I'm saying about having a conversation. Melanie just said everything that I just said. I literally just said Ahmaud Arbery has a case for staying your ground too. And I say in my video, I said in his case, he just running down the street. He under these two dudes. They got a gun at him. I'm gonna do one quick segue. But before I do a segue, I want to know: do I got a mod? Do I got a mod in the building? Do I got any mods on the stream right now? Hey, Devil. Oh, Devil I Elvis. What's up? That's my man's man. Do me a favor, man. Click on the name above that just commented called Georgia Rose and kick her out of here. Puss in Boots, one of you guys kick her off my channel. And for full disclosure, to show you how messed up the world is, on my video about Ahmaud Arbery, I said that I saw a group of women that falsely painted a man as a sexual predator online. Georgia Rose was a part of that. Also, Georgia Rose went around to these drama click communities that's trying to make these negative videos and stuff about me to destroy my reputation and said some of the worst stuff about me. So I found it weird that they came to my channel yesterday. Now that they see that people are taking attention to my videos, like what kind of world do we live in that people think is such a misdemeanor or whatever, such a small occurrence to destroy, try to just falsely destroy someone's reputation, wait a couple months and then come over and kick it with them. And she's not the only one. I see all the other ones that come in my comment section. I'm looking at them, I'm like, wait, just 2 weeks ago you just said I was the devil. But this is the world we live in. All right, we're not gonna waste any time on that, just in case somebody, I don't want somebody to be like, why did he boot this person out for no reason? They've enjoyed multiple streams and saying the worst thing in the world about me to paint me as a horrible person that I'm not. You have every right in the world to do that. But I look at it like my dwelling. My YouTube is my house, is my dwelling. You can go down the street and say lies about me, but I'm not going to invite you in my house with my guests and my friends if we try to have intelligent conversations to enjoy. That's insane. And I remember everybody. I don't forget nobody name. They're always trying to twist your words. Yeah, try to make a try to start make me and Mommy Ramleys have something and paint me as someone not sympathetic. I had to go back and watch the live. I'm like, yo, let me hear what I said again. I went and heard it again. Like, yo, I'm showing the definition of sympathy. The definition of sympathy. Let somebody mourn the way they want to mourn. You don't have to judge them. Let them do their own thing. It's not your business. But I'm not with the false. Let's go out here and throw these big party live streams and pretend that we care about somebody that we don't because we know that their name is going to get us views. So you're literally getting views off the someone's flesh and blood losing their life. I'm not with that. So, but anyway, if my message wasn't clear in my video about Ahmaud Arbery, even though I said it and even though I typed the words at the end, the man lost his life for no reason. And even if it was a felony, even if it was it's subjective. I'm not even arguing trespass and burglary no more because I state the law. It's an ambiguous trespassing law and it's an ambiguous burglary law. In burglary, you can go in a house that you're not supposed to be in and you can run away without taking a single thing and it still could be felony burglary according to Georgia law. If 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 they feel that you only did not take something because someone stopped you, that is subjective. I can make an argument. Yeah, he heard the neighbor across the street, so that would stop him. If he didn't hear the neighbor, he was going to do it. And then another person say, no, that's not true. It's subjective. But even if it was a felony, you know what I'm saying? Like he shouldn't have lost his life. But if I had to watch Trayvon Martin make a 15-minute walk to get Skittles and tea and come back, which was more than enough time. Halftime in basketball is 20 minutes. He had more than enough time to go to the store and come back and chill and finish the game. He didn't because of stupid stand your ground citizens arrest law. Nothing that like there was no law broken. Like there was no we can argue that Trayvon didn't do anything. Not only did this killer get off, but he's been mocking him for years. He's been laughing in the face of minorities that felt the pain for Trayvon Martin, right? So if I saw that, if I saw soft spoken Philando Castile, registered American gun owner, do nothing wrong. If I saw that and then the person got off, you want me to have confidence with these ambiguous Georgia laws that you guys are trying to paint like I made them. You want me to have confidence that something finna happen to these two dudes. I laid out in my video, nothing's gonna happen to him. He'll be found not guilty for the same reason I presented in my video. And one thing I talked with Stephanie Harlow about, we had a very good, long conversation yesterday. I said, Stephanie, you're from New York. So when you try to think about how people mind work, you're not thinking about the kind of people I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about Georgia jurors. I'm thinking about good old Brunswick kind of 12 people they're going to put on that stand. All they need is just a reason not to convict. I gave y'all in my video reasons they are not going to convict. Felony burglary. He didn't need to come out the house with anything because felony burglary can be if you don't. Felony burglary opens the grounds for a citizen's arrest in the state of Georgia. Gotta love these laws. They had proper grounds because of the second, not the first. The first rule was you have to see a crime in action, or the second mean you got knowledge of it. You have immediate knowledge. Immediate knowledge is subjective. So the kind of 12 people I'm thinking that's going to be on the stand is going to easily find that the McMichaels who live a couple doors down from the house that he ran full speed out of in the direction of their home, with the father saying he was standing outside, with the neighbor standing right here, yelling at Ahmad as he started running. The kind of 12 people I'm thinking about, you just heard in my video. You want me to think that that they're going to be found guilty? They're going to get a long prison sentence? You mean like Amber Geiger did? Amber Geiger claims she went on the wrong floor and shot Mr. Both and John. You know who got a year and a half in jail? She'll be out. COVID won't be over before Amber Geiger gets out. You want me to believe? You want me to believe the hare always beats the tortoise, even when the tortoise wins the race. You know where that mindset come from? Come from me being a black man living in the state of Georgia. Like Stephanie had this passion. She was like, "It's just not right. It's not right. I'm telling you because we see this kind of stuff. We know it's not right. You see the people online saying it's not right. Yeah, I see the people online. They ain't the 12 jurors that's gonna be in Georgia though. Type. I want y'all to type a number. I want y'all to type how many minorities you think is gonna be in those 12 jurors for this case in Brunswick, Georgia. Shoot me your number. How many minorities? How many elderly white women you think gonna be on that jury that spent 35 years married to a racist white man that's deceased? They're living alone. How many you think gonna be on that jury in Brunswick, Georgia? How many Confederate flag wearing old dirty hat? I believe a man has a right to defend his neighborhood and his property against them hooligans. It's gonna be on that jury in Brunswick, Georgia. Y'all take these numbers that y'all thinking in your head, and I want you to go back and watch the video I made for every point that they abided by the rules of the state of Georgia. And I want you to say, what do you think these people that you just said on the jury are gonna agree with my video? I have no degrees. I don't know nothing about being a lawyer. So if I was able to lay that out in my video, what you think a good lawyer gonna do for the McMichaels who know all kind of lawyers and police officers down there in Brunswick, Georgia. If I can do that, I have no education, anything, any expertise in that at all. So I'm sorry if I'm not enthused about something good coming uh, out of anything. So I'm sorry if my focus has shifted to use that passion to try to change these ambiguous laws that, here's the one thing I will say about race, and this is something I talked about with Stephanie too. Let's say the McMichaels were black. Because everybody like to use a scenario. What if Ahmaud Arbery was white? Let's flip it. What if the McMichaels were black? Black father and son trying to protect the neighborhood, right? And they see this dude run out his property, right? The citizens arrest law is really not made for minorities because we're not going to use it. We don't. We're not going to go jump and try to do it. The people that use that law are people that normally use it, and it always comes against another race. It always does. Even when they fail at using it, even when they use it incorrectly, like the guy in Florida saying that the guys at the gas station music was too loud. So he murdered them because their music too loud, but he tried to use self defense. Yeah, I didn't know you live in Georgia, John. Yeah, I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I think everyone's going to be watching. They better get sent to prison for good. Yo, this fire that you guys have in you about this case, it is pretty good. Like that's the kind of fire we had, like with Samir Rice. I mean, just year after year, case after case. It ain't even about race. Even the white guy. What's the white guy? He had the insecticide gun in his hotel. An insecticide gun in his hotel, and then the cops came up, made him get on his knees, but he had on basketball shorts. They made him crawl to them while his shorts is falling. Reach down to pull his shorts up so he can crawl to the officers and lost his life. What did they say? No foul play. Nothing wrong. Just another day of work for the cops. They did nothing wrong. You guys really should watch my video on the Tatiana. If you watch my video on the Tatiana, you will never question anything about my fight for justice. Because if I would go into deep right now, all I would be doing would be repeating that video. I'll put the link in the description after this live. I didn't even move my mouth that whole video. For y'all who haven't seen it, I didn't even, my mouth stays closed for the whole 15 some odd minutes. I don't even move my mouth. It'll still be 8 women, 4 men. If I was a prosecutor, no, no, no. If I was a defense attorney for the McMichaels, I would try to get women on the stand because I don't know. Now we getting into the movie A Time to Kill. Is like, what do you identify with? Do you identify with the fear of being a homeowner and someone coming into your property? If you identify with that, you're going to say these guys are innocent. If you are a woman that you identify with the motherly instinct of a kid, 25-year-old man, and I hate when people call people in their early 20s kids, my fault. Do you identify with your motherly instinct about this young man losing his life? And if you do, like A Time to Kill, do you need to see him as white to do it? Or does it not matter? That leads me to a lot of comments, and I don't say anything negative to people who say they don't see color because I get the intent behind it. I know what you mean when you say you don't see color, and you don't mean anything bad. You're saying that you love everybody. You ain't got time for this racist bullcrap. You love everybody. You want everybody to get along. So the intent is beautiful. I used to go around saying that I don't see color, but while the intent is beautiful, it's just not true. That's what A Time to Kill point out. Everybody sees color. You know, I see color. I know Melanie's white. I know I'm black. I see color. Just don't use it as a justification to hate someone who has physical differences in appearance than I do. Yes, I got. Oh, no, 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 no. Unless you sent me new ones, I got emails from someone else. I identify with a jogger who actually walks hands. Yeah, he want hands. Yeah, and in the Time to Kill, Matthews McConaughey's character did not see color at the beginning. Samuel L. Jackson forced him to see color, and that actually helped out. Bro, I know you're a nice guy, but I need you to get them to see me and my daughter who they urinated on as humans, as you know. And when he admitted to himself that I do see color, that there are differences in the world, he was able to find a way to get his client off. I see color. I have a uh, when I talk in my on my hip hop channel, I don't talk like this. I'm more laid back, kicking it with my fellas, my peeps. I identify with the environment around. We all do that. You don't go to work. You don't go to a business meeting talking the same way you do to your homegirl when you in a beauty salon. We see differences, man. There's nothing wrong with that. It just matters what you do with it. Look at Wave Gang, my man. Nah, it's not old school '90s hip hop. I actually got a documentary. Wave Gang. I don't know what Pretty Money told you. I actually got a documentary coming out on somebody big in that culture. Somebody who got themselves in a lot of trouble recently. That the whole community is looking down upon them. I got a documentary I'm about to shoot on that person. Been on the phone talking to. It's gonna be crazy. I'm throwing the only hint out there. If you don't get the hint, Wave Gang, you're gonna have to ask money for the rest. You have to really need to change your name to John Fax Crime. I don't have any pride. I don't have any pride when I learn new information. I don't have any pride when I'm wrong because I just want to learn stuff. Stephanie beat herself down pretty hard because she felt that some of the facts in her video was wrong. There was no wrong fact in Stephanie's video. She put out the video before new evidence was released. That's what happens when we do new cases. We do old cases 5, 6 years old. We go get all the information. We put out a documentary on it. But when you start talking about new cases, when you start talking about Lori Vallow, something changing every week with Lori Vallow. You start talking about Gannon Stout. You start talking about Evelyn Boswell. These are new going cases. Like right now, everybody has their opinions about the McMichaels, and everybody has their opinions about Ahmaud Arbery. There are going to be new facts coming out. There's We found out something the past 3 days we didn't know before. There's nothing wrong with that. Appreciate that, Wave Gang. Like you didn't do anything wrong, you know. Do you agree with people including race when speaking of someone? I don't understand why people say race when just talking about someone. I don't know. I need a more specific example. Like I'm gonna tell you something that I did not used to like, but then you just changed the way you think. I didn't used to like when I go to work and white people start saying brother. They're like, hey, what's up, brother, brother, brother? Hey, bro. I feel what you're saying, brother. They used to bother me, and it used to bother me because you ain't calling nobody else brother. You only saying that to me because I'm black. The reason it stopped bothering me is because I care about people intent. I care. I'm not a Christian. When people tell me I'm gonna pray for you, I love that because what is it? What's your intent? Say you're gonna pray for me. You want to go do something that you believe that's gonna help me in life. Why would I be mad at that? Why is this white person saying brother to me? Because he's trying to be a nice person and identify with me. He's trying to be fine, and that's the go-to that people have accepted because it's been so calmly snuck in. I feel what you're saying, brother. I ain't got time to worry about stuff. I ain't got time to argue over stuff when people got good intent. I want to spend the most of my life being happy. If I want to argue with you, I want to argue with you about stuff that matters, stuff that's important. You can call me brother till you blue in the face, man. I know what that means when you call me brother. Me, you think I'm your buddy, I'm your friend. You know, so like making that go back to like what you were saying, the question like, do you think people should identify with race or color? I don't know. I need an example. Give me an example, and I'll tell you how I feel. She said Stephanie Harlow says she learned of additional information after the fact. Yeah, we was talking. That's why we was talking about that. And she said she gonna put that video up because, to be honest, Stephanie should not have had to put up the iPhone video. People should, but people are so divisive and they're so passionate about when it comes to like race topics that she had to put it up because of the world we live in. If she didn't put up the video, people would be like, they're ready to crucify her. Ooh, look at you, got the facts wrong. Ooh, Ahmad did break into a house. You said he didn't. There was no evidence when she recorded that video. There was no evidence. So of course she's gonna say that. But we live in a world people are ready to pounce, ready to put you down, ready to go negative. So, sadly enough, she had to put that up to let people know, it take a while to make these videos. It take, when you're trying to edit and do all the stuff and make it great. Gray said, white guys say brother to white guys all the time. I get greeted that way often. Hey, man, through my personal experience, Gray, it get a little cranked up to the 10th notch when they see a black person. But ain't no problem with it, man. I ain't got no problem with it. I know some black people that don't say dude, and then they get around white people that start saying dude. Yeah, that's what's up, dude. But then I know some black people call everybody dude. Everybody different. But I do know some black people that crank up the D word dude a little bit when they get around white people. I have checked out new constructions multiple times. Me too. But so I try to put facts in my video. I'm a human. I got an opinion. I ain't gonna lie. I have an opinion. I don't like putting out my opinion on sensitive topics. But I'll break my code and put my opinion out right now, even though I don't want to do this because people will hold on to your opinion and try to use it to attack you. All right. So my opinion, Ahmaud Arbery was trying to steal something. And there is nothing. That's just something that I don't say out loud because there's no evidence or anything on it. It's just the way he stopped in front of that house and looked both ways, and multiple people had already broken into the house. People say it wasn't him on the nighttime camera. What if it was one of his homies? I don't know who it was. It looked like this was a spot. People found some good. They found some fishing poles in. They found some other stuff. I thought he wanted to do a little bit of stealing. Uh, I'm not judging him for it. I was telling Stephanie too yesterday when we was talking about this. When I grew up, this is how we got away with stealing bikes. We when we would go in the neighborhood and we wouldn't steal a bike. We go in the neighborhood, everybody got a bike, and the person who needs a bike, he's riding on the back with somebody. We'll go up to a house and we'll steal the front tire. Stephanie was laughing her ass off. She was like, y'all making motherfucking. She was like, you're so good, you're leaving people with bike parts. You're not gonna even take the whole bike. I'm like, nah, it wasn't about being good. I get a tire from here. We go to another neighborhood. I get the handlebars, take them, boom. Go to another neighborhood, get the frame. And then we'll go to Walmart and we'll steal, because Stephanie said take a shot. Uh, we'll steal a can of paint. I wasn't doing it to try to be like a nice thief. It was a way that you can hide. Can't nobody walk up to you and say, "Hey man, that's my bike. Why is this your bike? Because that's how my tire look. What about this tire? Does your handlebars look like these? Nope, this ain't your bike. This is my bike." So like, yeah, I'm not judging nobody. You know what I'm saying? We was in the hood. We used to go around. We used to do a lot of dumb stuff that dumb young people do. We used to steal stuff all the time. You know, I wouldn't do it now. I'm a fucking 40-year-old man, but like, yeah, it happened. It's real life. I can't do nothing about it. We used to steal shit all the time. I think he wants to take a little something. I think he went in there and saw lit. We're gonna go in there and grab something and go on by the like. That don't mean he should die. You know, like you say, people go and want to just to be curious and look inside abandoned houses all the time. People steal little shit all the time. People come outside into their garage and their favorite hammer gone. They saw gone. That don't mean you should die. John, what is the answer to the racism that exists? What do you mean? You talking about my video? You gotta watch the whole video. You gotta watch the video. I had to start live from the beginning because I was late. I holler at you, Susan Burger. See them words be messing me up, man. I holler at you, Susan. Type of one if it's Burgess. Type of two if it's Burgess. See how I embarrassed myself for y'all. Other people would just played it off like I'm gonna holler at you, Susan B. Someone said you did just judge him. Yeah, I just said that. And he did not live in the hood. Well, don't that just means that I was more poor than him? What does that mean? Uh, Amar had more money than I did. What are you trying to say? You trying to? Neither did he have a vehicle to steal something and then hide. If you go inside a place and steal a hammer, put it in your pocket. Steal a screw, put it in your pocket. I don't know no case where somebody walking down the street. And also too, this is the reason I don't like giving my opinion. Like her, she feisty. She ready to argue with me, right? But I said, I opened my opinion saying like I don't. Everybody has an opinion. You got an opinion of the person walking down the street. It isn't your opinion. It's when you say it. So I don't say my stuff. I go out here and make videos about facts. I may have an opinion. I'm like, nah, screw the opinion. Let's go on facts. Because anything you can say about your opinion, you can say something else. I can say a dude walking down the street like that, looking both ways, jet inside a house, jet out running when somebody else coming. He looked like he about to steal. You can say this dude, I don't know, very excited and has a fetish for going inside of abandoned buildings. Maybe he thinking of starting up a YouTube channel about abandoned buildings. We can say anything about an opinion. But all the facts I laid out in my video and this video, and I made videos leaning on facts. The one time I say, hey guys, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to throw my opinion out there. Somebody got pissed and tried to check me for it. Yeah, the owner said that nothing was stolen that day. I never in my life said that anything was stolen that day. There was stuff stolen the other nights, like this fishing stuff out of the boat that was in there. You talk too much. Someone said he was studying to be an electrician. So this how my brain works. Who is someone that said that? Where was this confirmed? Do you know that some people are saying that there are a lot of burglaries in the neighborhood that were not reported, right? And that he had ties to. Like other YouTubers are saying it. I sent the link. I didn't say that in my video because it's not confirmed. And we can sit up and say opinions till we blue in the face. Any opinion you can say, I can just say another opinion. It's just an opinion. Why does his opinion mean more than anyone else? Exactly. Like I try to leave stuff like that out. Look at the video of the white guy start jogging in his neighborhood with the TV on his arm, and look at what happens to him. Nothing. So, oh man, I forget the name of that fallacy. When you use one evidence to state that, like, uh, I can't remember. Somebody may watch this back, or if I do, I'll go find the fallacy and I'll put in the comments of this video. The problem with what you just said is I could just say the same thing. Look at my video. I wore all black and I ran in a neighborhood I never been in before and nothing happened to me. Does that mean that nothing happens to black people that may go run into other neighborhoods? Like anybody can say an example like that. And is it so far fetched? Is it far fetched for the neighbor across the street? Come on, y'all. I know y'all like it's actually a good thing. It's actually good news that you guys are energetic and you care about a young man who lost his life in a senseless way. That's a good thing, right? But come on, don't let it cloud you from just regular common sense. Is it wrong for a neighbor to see a young man stop in the road, look around, and run into a house that people have broken into nights before? How would the neighbor know that stuff was stolen from the house unless the homeowner is the one who came out and told people, yeah, they took my fishing pole and all this stuff. So if like that's a house right there. If this man right there, if he come talk to me and tell me that somebody went into his garage and been stealing stuff the other night, if he show me a picture of people of some crazy person in his garage in his house that is vacant because he moving somewhere else while that's getting built, and I come right here and I lean over this fence and I see a kid run inside there, and I'm on the phone, I'm gonna call the cops. Is it wrong for me to call the cops? Is that crazy? Is that far fetched? Come on now. Yeah, like, oh, he just trespassing, baby. He ain't took nothing out the polo. It's not even a real house. It's just some sitting up. It's somebody's private property that they don't want nobody in. That people have been in previous nights before that someone just ran in. It's not crazy for the neighbor to call the police and then yell for the kid, hey, get out of there. You don't belong in there. We're all better off if our neighbors looked out for us. I'll tell you this right here, Stephanie, because it seems like you trying to stretch something. Don't be my neighbor and tell me that somebody broke into your house. Because that was his cameras that caught the nighttime footage of somebody in there. Now, I don't know the dude that walking down the street that look inside the house in jet full speed inside of your garage. I don't know if that's the dude from the night camera. I don't know. You're gonna sit up here and tell me that from the two cameras from Ahmad being built like the other dude in there, that's not similar enough. I don't know who that is. My neighbor told me somebody breaking into their stuff. Somebody just went in now. I'm gonna help a neighbor out. Well, we know that's not true, Selena. That he wasn't there working. The homeowner never said that he knew him. He don't know. The homeowner don't know that. I don't know Aubrey. So that's we throw that out. Brandon Poling, is your comment to me about we can't run around using lethal force? Because if it is, I wonder why would you say that to me? I've never made an argument for that. Actually, my video is the quite opposite. Also, I think what's happening now, unless people coming in late, the same thing as when I started this live. You know what I'm saying? Like people get so emotionally invested in stuff. They automatically, if you say one fact that's different, they stick you to the opposite side and try to argue you from different points that you don't believe in yourself. My original take was that it was a murder no matter what, and that it was racist. However, facts have changed the equation dramatically. I use emotions first, not good. Exactly. I have not seen anything to show from all the statements taken, the videos that are put out, the surveillance camera, or anything to show racism. I see favoritism from him being a police department and his little police buddies. I definitely see favoritism. I see stupid laws in the state of Georgia. I definitely see that. That needs to change. According to Scott, he was jogging and the home was robbed at another date and time. Scott Rice got things wrong, and people are afraid to tell Scott that because he's a lawyer in the state of Colorado. I'm not. I just go off the facts that's provided and go off the law. Scott Rice said four different times that he said it loud in his video. You have to witness you have to see the crime yourself. That's not what the state of Georgia says about making a citizen's arrest. So I don't know what you want me to do. That's literally incorrect. I don't see profiling. How's it pro? I mean, how's it profiling? He ran out of the house. He ran out of the house. Like, how can people see this on video? Did Arbery ran out of the house when the neighbor said, "Hey, get out of there," and he ran towards them at Michael's house. We have to watch over our neighbors. We saw the house across the street on fire and called the fire. Yeah, like how is that profiling? Do black people get racially profiled? Yep, all the time. I've been racially profiled before. How's this racially profiled? It doesn't matter what the crime was, trespassing or burglary. He ran out of the house. He ran out of the house 108, 109 p.m. He was dead in 5 to 6 minutes. Can somebody answer me that? And I'm curious. Like I don't have all. I just want to know. Is it something that I'm missing? How is it profiling? If somebody go rob the store right there, and I see them running out of the store, running down the street, how did I profile them? You guys act like this happened 3 hours earlier. So since it happened so much earlier, they just saw somebody doing a regular jog and assumed he was the guy. They were right there. Kimbo's life. If a white man had run out, they would not have killed them. I don't know that. You don't know that either. Also, what if you got to do if you're gonna do the scenario right. Uh, there was white people that broke into the house nights earlier, caught on night footage, and things were stolen out of property. Suspicious white guy walks down the road, looks inside of it, then runs inside the house. Then he runs out. Then they see him. And then when they pull over and go to the left side of the road, this white guy runs at them to grab the gun, and they fight for the gun. If you're gonna do this, all I'm saying is be fair. And when people start using their emotions, this is the loop that happens. You do your emotions and you say stuff that is just opinion based, and you know what I'm saying. But when I have to reply like that, you make it like I have to defend the McMichaels, who I think committed they killed the guy when they shouldn't have killed the guy. Like, I agree with you, but just because I agree with you doesn't mean I'm going to twist facts. I agree with you. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but people keep using their emotions. They get mad when I say what. So you saying that if you saying that because I don't know where you want me to stop your scenario. You saying that if a white dude would have fought him for the gun, they'd been fighting for the gun like that. What would he have done? Stepped on his toe? I think there's a lot of nasty people in the world that want to write their own narratives and don't like the truth. Thank you for being honest and keep up the good work. Look, for the fifth time on this live, writing it 5 times in my comment section, saying it 2 times in my video. For citizens arrest in Georgia, you have to see the crime take place, or what's the word? You have to have immediate knowledge. Or I keep saying or until I'm blue in the face. Or immediate knowledge. So why would you come and tell me if another YouTuber said that you have to see a crime taking place? If you see, you can go look up for yourself and see that the Georgia definition for citizens arrest states that you do not have to see it. It's only one of two options. So when you're left with the option of the immediate knowledge, then you subjectively have to go. He ran out of the house, he turned right, and he ran straight up there past uh, the McMichael's house with the neighbor yelling at him that he broke into the house and he running full speed. Do you think the kind of 12 people that they would choose for jurors in the state of Georgia, the city of Brunswick, are not going to see that as immediate knowledge? I'm just asking. Let's be honest. You don't think that they're going to see that as immediate knowledge of a crime taking place? Be honest with yourself, no matter how angry you are right now. You don't think that? We can't just have citizens holding people at gunpoint for looking like someone who may have looked like someone who did something at night. Do you think I disagree with that, Patricia? I'd be curious that if you saw this whole live and you saw my video, that you don't think I 100% agree with what you just said. And I'm trying to get people to see that the laws in Georgia, the way that they're in place now, is allowing that to happen. So I'm trying to steer people's passion into getting these laws changed so this won't happen again. Oh no, not confrontation. Even when you disagree, it's not confrontation. They're just talking. Why didn't they know the father was outside? Did you see his house at the top of the video camera? Why didn't they know he ran out of the house? Also, too, I just don't understand how human beings can't say that. Here's my house. Here's the other house across the street. 3 houses down. A man is outside. I yell, "Hey, get out of that house!" The man is outside, and the dude run out of the house and run past the man outside the house. I don't understand how, unless it's just passion and anger, that I don't understand how someone can say you ain't even got to say it is. To me, it is. It is immediate knowledge. But how can you say it definitely is not immediate knowledge? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. He may have ran because he's a black man in Georgia, or maybe he ran because he knew that he was breaking the law. Be it no matter what kind of law. He broke the law before. He ran before. He cut through houses when he ran before. He ran through a lot of houses. He ran through a neighborhood, but the police found him in the back of a school and arrested him. That actually helps. It sounds weird, but that actually helps his case because it showed that he's not violent. It shows that even when he was chased before, he didn't. He surrendered. He not only surrendered, but he had a gun. He threw the gun, and the police had no idea what the gun was. He told the police where the gun was, and even after he told them, they had a hard time trying to find it. So he could have got away with having a gun and never been charged. He told these are things that could help him, and he wasn't violent. I don't believe it's worth a death sentence, but I believe I don't know. It don't matter what because you can't prove it. That's why I say in my video, you'll be fighting that till you're blue in the face, whether if it was trespassing or burglary. If he had intent to steal and he was stopped by the neighbor, that's burglary. But there's no way to prove any of that. Did he go equipped to do a burglary? Uh, why would he need to go equipped to do a burglary if the dwelling was open? What if he had knowledge of it? I mean, he did stop and look in there. He's stopping and he looking. Could be a crime of opportunity. Wait a minute. This is open? I know this ain't open. Am I looking? Let me jet on in here real quick. Let me jet in here really quickly. They didn't jump in. He didn't get jumped. His father didn't even leave the truck. As a matter of fact, they didn't even go to attack him. He ran to them. What's up, the storyteller? And also too, if you gave something on the stream, like April Diaz says, she's rarely catch you live to donate. Being from Georgia too, I think two minority jurors at best, and probably both females. Great job on all your videos. Thank you, April Diaz. Thank you. I wish we live in a world where it doesn't matter. Ooh, look at what we just found out. I was about to say, I wish we live in a world where it shouldn't matter what race you ought to be on the jury. But the fact that it does matter what race is on the jury shows me that people see color. You see color. And thank you, Misty, too. You get a picture of him, you get description, you call the police and let them go. Yep. I think all 50 states should change the citizens arrest law to only interfere if another person is being harmed. If no one is being harmed, you should stay away and let the police do their job. Um, and the police were there pretty quickly. A lot of police cars were riding down that street. I'd be down to do that, Stephanie. Let me know when you want to do it because I got a great thumbnail to use too. I see that. But I saw that, Stephanie. I'm trying to think of when we can do that. If there are no trespassing signs on the property, people see this. Come on, and shout out to Trisha too, because I don't want people to think like I'm some angry guy when I disagree with you. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing. I disagree with Stephanie 99 times a day. But let me just say this, because I disagree with something Trisha just said. But I love Trisha. She said if there were no trespassing signs on the property, people do just check out construction going on. Come on, man. Look, man, they should not have killed him. It was a senseless murder. But we can't throw away what we wouldn't throw away in a normal situation. If you bought a home and you spending money out of your pocket for construction, and y'all act like this house had no wall. It was just they was doing the inside. The whole outside is complete. If you did that, you paid your money for this. You gonna sit up here and tell me that you be saying, "Hey, ain't nothing wrong. We ain't put no trespassing sign." It's your personal dwelling. You own that. This isn't. And what people got mixed up with Georgia law is, if you have an open house, then it can't be a burglary, because an open house, and they don't mean physically. They mean like you're showing the property off. You know, you got like fake furniture and stuff in there for people. It's open house. That's what Georgia law says. You building your own person. You know you don't want nobody to come on your property, man. You know you'd be mad if someone said, "Well, you ain't put no trespassing sign on that bit, though. You didn't put no trespassing sign on that bit." So fair game, bro. You be mad as hell. Somebody getting told off. I'm missing something. Who's Stephanie telling off? He shouldn't have to put a no trespassing sign. What happened to common sense? Yeah, there were no trespassing signs when the home was being built. Hey, I have no problem with you saying that, Trisha, if you honestly in your heart feel the same way if this case never happened. If Ahmaud Arbery went jogging that day and went home, they never met each other, there was no murder. If this never occurred, and you feel just on an average day that people can buy property and have their houses built, that they are wrong if they put no trespassing sign up there. It's fair game for anybody to go on their property and do whatever they want to. If you feel that way, you being consistent, cool. I disagree with you, but in my opinion, with no evidence, because I don't know you, I think that you're mad and angry because the guy lost his life for no reason. So you're changing other things to make every single situation to his benefit. Every single situation is not to Ahmaud Arbery's benefit, because whether it was trespassing or burglary, he did break the law. Everything don't have to be to his benefit. He still should not have lost his life. I don't know who Stephanie going off on here. I know it ain't me, so I should let her do her thing. You told me above that the homeowner didn't agree with what happened, and I said his opinion is no more important than anyone else. I think Gray and Stephanie arguing. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. That kind of made me feel weird. Like, these bigger YouTubers are arguing. You know what I'm saying? I think if a big YouTube channel and true crime gonna argue on my live, they should at least post a tweet and tell all of their fans to come here, so that way they can help little old me get subscribers. That's the new rule. Gray and Stephanie, go to all your social media channels and tell everybody to come to John Crimes, because this is the happening true crime spot right here. This is where everybody, the next week we're gonna have Kendall Ray versus versus John Lorden right here on John Crimes, y'all. This is where we break it down. What's up, Brandy? What you want to say? And shout out to everybody who had a difference of opinion than I did. You know what I'm saying? I like when people have a difference of opinion, because that's how you grow. I mean, we enemies, I hate each other. Only person I had to leave my stream was that liar that went around to drama channels and trying to destroy my reputation. I came here because Gray mentions you a lot. Shout out to Gray. I like that actual discussions can happen here. Yeah. Also, too, this what y'all don't know, and this what I should have put in my video. My video was gonna be throwing a book at the McMichaels about being racist. Matter of fact, I had to modify my intro, because my whole video was going to be about racism and how this is a racist thing. I fell asleep on the couch with my girlfriend. When I woke up on the couch with my girl in my lap, I pulled up my phone. I snuck and checked YouTube, since she don't want me to be on YouTube when I'm with my girl. And when I went to YouTube, I started seeing these videos of Ahmaud Arbery and the property. Started seeing video surveillance of people that have broken into the house before. I started seeing a lot of more information, and due to seeing new information, my opinion changed. I have no idea why Scott Rice keeps saying that in Georgia you have to see the person commit the crime. Maybe he'll go live again and he'll explain that further. And he'll explain the second part of Georgia law where it says, or you have to have immediate knowledge. And if he does, and I learn something new, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say I was wrong. I got new information. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be upset. I love learning. There's nothing wrong with that. Um, I feel like you have to be that if you're gonna be in this profession anyway. I need to vent. Oh, I ain't even see you here. What's up, glamorous life? That's my girl. See, she's from the GA too, but she don't really count because she way over there on the west. You know what I'm saying? She on the west Georgia. If you ain't in middle Georgia, surrounded by all of Georgia, it don't count. So y'all don't listen to the glamorous life. No, I'm just playing. That's my girl. To me, what's right is right, and we can't keep doling out justice based on our old, outdated laws. That's exactly. Say it again, Stephanie, for the nosebleed section. Say it again, Stephanie. To me, what's right is right, and we can't keep doling out justice based on old, outdated, bad laws. You know what would change and help people get mad about these laws? Pointing out just how right the McMichaels were to use them. Point out how right they were to use the law. She's practically a Californian. You in Scottsdale? Nah, you boy. No, you not. You can't even. You versus True Crime. You can't even. You not with that accent. You can't even go to West Alabama with that accent. I wonder if the McMichaels knew what the law is. Jim, I joked with Stephanie on the phone. I said I believe the dad was pulling the. I believe that when they was chasing Ahmad, I really believe that the dad was googling the laws because they followed it so perfectly. I believe he was googling it right there while he was in the truck. Okay, we do this. Okay, we're gonna be cool. We do this right here. All right, cool. All right, I don't see nothing in his hand. Oh, you know what? It don't even matter. It's still a felony, cause he ran out when the neighbor shouted at him. So the neighbor stopped him in the act, which is Georgia law. Oh, we cool on that act. Knock that off the checklist. Okay, what's the next law? They had them laws to a T, boy. Get informed and be involved in your community and politics because they aren't made to benefit you. They are made to benefit the people at the top who want to benefit off of keeping the rest of us down. Yep. So a lot of YouTubers like to go live from their phone. I can't stand it. So I apologize to all the comments. I'll try to go back and read them again that I missed. I like going live from a computer on a big desktop because it'll show like 20 of y'all comments at one time instead of two or three and y'all disappear. So if you just checking out my live for the first time, people will tell you, unless I'm going on a tangent, I read way more comments than I have during this live. I never go live from my phone. I hate it, man. I don't see how some people do this. And you can tell when they're live from their phone, they all got that finger. Oh, what did you say to me? Like S. Van Beckham. Will you please leave the link to your hip hop channel? I think Wave Gang got that link. I can't do nothing from my phone, but just make a comment. I'll send it to you. Thank you for your live today. Good to see you. Anytime, Mary. Be a conservative. Wow, where you at, John? Look at Desi. I saw you when you first came in. Desi went, just so you know, when you come in, I purposely ignore you just to bring your ego down a little bit. You fit right here. That's Desi. No, I'm just joking. What's up? Oh man, you made me lose my thought. Okay, yeah, thought conservative, all that crap. Listen, man, this is my personal opinion. I'm nothing. I'm a grown man. I don't want nobody telling me I belong to some group. I remember when I was in the Air Force. That's the first time I heard about that. Because when I grew up in the hood, we just knew about Democrats and Republicans. I went to the Air Force. A dude looked at me and he said, you're a liberal." I'm like, "What? A liberal? What is that?" Yeah, you're probably a liberal. I don't know. I don't know what all that stuff is. My political thing is I'm an adult. So being an adult, I don't. What if I don't believe everything a liberal believes? What if I don't believe everything a conservative? So you saying that once you give me this name, I gotta go with everything that's said because the other person has the same name? I think that system, a system like that, I think it gets you to fight with your neighbor. I think it gets you to fight with people under the same tax bracket. And it's such a sensitive topic. It's the only topic people instantly get angry over. It's religion, your political party, and your college football team. Well, in the South, I don't know about the other country, part of the country. In the South, college football team is actually third, close third. So I ain't nothing, man. And I don't like that. I look back when I was 19 years old and that guy looked at me. We was drinking beers, we were having fun all day. But when he looked at me and just considered, yeah, you're probably a liberal, his face got down. Why is your face getting down? We just were drinking and having fun. You see what politics do? I don't even know about a political party at 19 years old. That's what politics do to people. Like I ain't I used to say that like I'm nothing. I look at what you bring to the table, uh, and also too like people miss stuff like they never even think about. Like they say, do you know who would be the biggest? You know who the biggest group of people um, that would help with the NRA and guns? My niggas from the hood, man. You think they don't like guns? You think they don't like guns? You just throwing away support, man. But people got like these political parties, man. I'm tired of arguing with my neighbor. I'm tired of being with a group of people, and then um, one person may say, I don't know, pick 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 one of the topics that y'all talk about. Like, y'all don't think it's funny, you don't think it's weird that it's the same topic. You were a baby and you were put on this earth to grow up and only argue with people about guns, abortions, big government, little government. That's it. Like that's it. Every year, every 4 years, every generation, same stuff y'all arguing over now. Your parents are arguing with my parents over, my grandparents are arguing with your grandparents over. Like same stuff. You don't find that fishy. I would never call myself a political party or. And then they make so many categories on Earth that when you are a normal person, they give you a title. What if you don't have a political party or you're independent? What if you just want to eat fruit, just regular fruit? You put some seeds in the ground, it sprout up, you wash it off, and you bid it. Oh, you like organic food? Why is that? Why this got to have a name? This is normal. It's a pear. Why got to be organic pear? Oh yeah, by the way, the natural fruit that we just gave the name organic, we're gonna charge you $2 more for, by the way, too. But you ain't even have to buy no insecticide or nothing to put on it. You ain't have to do nothing to it. It just got sun and water. You gonna charge me $2 more? I guess I'm an independent, wannabe organic eater that I can't afford nor find. I had apple juice, organic apple juice for the first time. It looked like mud, thick mud was at the bottom. I'm like, this has got to be disgusting. When I tasted that amazing beverage, I was on cloud nine. I couldn't believe I had. You ever had something so good you had to look at it like you? See, I'm thinking about juice when I said something so good you had to look at it. A lot of y'all minds went in the gutter. I know how y'all think. That organic apple juice tastes so good. I had to. marvel at the taste until I looked at that price for that little bitty ass juice with mud stuff looking at the bottom, cost $9. Well, guess this was my first and last time going organic. Exposed them, John. The media has a lot to do with the race card being thrown into mix with cases such as these. I don't like that either. I don't, this is what I don't like as a black person. I don't like that people feel so comfortable looking, waiting to say you're using a race card. They're trying to scare people from ever using a race card. If someone doing something racist, say it and say why. That's it. If they're not, if you hate them for a different reason, don't like something, do it, just say that. Just use it when it's appropriate. But now it seems like the climate is shifting that like no nobody black can't say it. Let me tell y'all something. Stephanie know this true. A lot of people on this line know this true. A freaking white dude told me to go drink my purple Kool-Aid, boy. Then posted watermelon emojis. Then told people after he got caught calling people the N-word, multiple black guys. It's something he says because he know it would piss black people off. These are facts. These are not opinions. With him doing all of this, a large online community on YouTube told me all I do is play the race card, and they got on him and patted his shoulders. So, like the kind of world we live in, they anything they just ready to say the black person uses race card by anything. No, there's no race card. Give me a case, and I'll tell you my opinion of whether it was racism or not. And the McMichaels are not excluded. They could be the most racist people on earth. I was saying up until the date, I'm very detailed in my video. I said as of May 11th, 2020, because I don't want May 13th to come and you see God doing Travis McMichael sea walking in a KKK hoodie. But I said as of that date and time, I see no evidence that supports racism. But that don't mean that they ain't. I just wait until I see evidence of it. So don't be that person that I like John video because you know what I'm saying. I am in the crowd that anytime a black person throw out the race card, I'm gonna say that they only using a race card. So since John video is pointing out how there was no racism, my video is in the category of facts. My video is not in your category to help you support your cause uh, of a blanket generic idea that there's no such thing as racism. And that's why I kept saying it in the video over and over again. I don't believe in that cause. I don't believe that every time a black person says that a racist something racist happened that they're playing a race card. I don't. All right, you guys. I'm still working, even though I got moved to part time. So I'm gonna go back and finish my day of working and chill with my girl. You guys hold it down. Dude, I'm gonna tell you now, after the comments I put in my last video, after my pin post in my last video, after how detailed I was in this live, I ain't answering no comments about the details of this case. I'm just not. I'm exhausted over the past day. I'm gonna go live with Stephanie. I'm gonna verbally destroy her like I always do whenever we go live, and then that's gonna be it. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sooner History for that. Shout out to Gray Hughes as well. Good stuff. We should do a multi live stream on all of our channels, but on the same panel to discuss this. That would actually be dope. Is that possible? It's tough to pinpoint racism. Oh, here's something too. If you've been going through racism, right, and you're upset and frustrated that people keep telling you that there's no such thing as racism and you're playing a race card. So the trick is they they want you like to take somebody to court and go through all this detailed stuff of how and why that they are a racist person. This is all you got to do. All you got to do is simple. I'm probably gonna need an example. Let's say somebody call you a black piece of shit. A white person call you a black piece of shit, right? You don't have to go out and prove that that person is racist because they're an asshole for calling you that. The infraction that they did. So when they try to get you to debate over and over again of exactly how they're racist, they're really taking the focus off of the asshole piece of thing that they did in the first place. So just stick to the facts of what they did. That they said this to you. That's all you got to do, man. I don't let nobody get away with details. Ain't that right? Come here. My sister. Come here. No. Oh. I was gonna show y'all her, but she's laying down for me, the rubber belly. But I'm gonna go. All right. Y'all hold it down.